Okay, very important. Cindy Mae, Carolyn, and Rusty. They need a home together. And Jesse Burns is here to help us from Foothills Animal Shelter with the details, and also back with us another huge animal lover, Carolyn Strauss. These two are ready. Their story, they lost their owner.
Yeah, unfortunately their owner passed away, and they didn't have any other family that could take them. So they ended up coming to Foothills Animal Shelter.
Carolyn, what are you doing over there?
She wants to be next to her. Yeah, she wants to be next to her sister.
Yeah. They are a bonded pair, so we're trying to find them a home together. They're both about 8 or 9. They're miniature poodle mixes, and they've been together their whole lives, so we really want to find them a home together.
So what kind of home would be best for them?
So the best kind of home, honestly, kind of anything. As you can see, they're really sweet.
They're
they just
lovable.
want to cuddle. They're good with kids. They seem to do well with other dogs. So maybe somebody that's home quite a bit would be good. Their adoption fee is only $150 for both of them.
Oh, wow.
And that includes, we did some dental procedures on them, spay-neuter surgery, all that good stuff.
How old are these babies?
They're about 8 or 9 years old, we think. But they're still very active, you know, have lots of love to give.
Do you, I think they'd be good with kids.
Yeah, and actually we were just out in the newsroom and a little girl came up and was petting them and loving on them, and she did great.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
So finally we have some moisture in the air here in Colorado, but our state's already seen some wildfires. Pet owners need to prepare for disasters, starting with proper ID for their pets. So how important is that?
I mean, it's incredibly important. You know, as we saw, there were a couple of wildfires recently and people evacuated from their homes. And it's just really important that your dog is always wearing a collar with an ID tag, a license, and that they also have a microchip, which is a permanent form of identification in case that collar ever does fall off. But that's just really helpful in case you get separated from them, you end up having to board them someplace, just so everybody knows who they belong to.
Of course, that's important.
Yeah, and so is a basic disaster kit for pets. People don't really think of, I mean, I have a dog, I don't think of that. What should be in a basic disaster kit for your puppies?
It's a great question. So, just like a human disaster kit, food and water. You know, we generally recommend about a week's worth, an extra leash and collar for cats, litter box, poop bags. It's also important to have your veterinarian's information and in the list of any
the shots,
medications, sure.
Exactly, all of that, just in case they have to go stay with somebody else. People have that information.
Well, I was going to say too, because sometimes if you're dealing with a disaster, you have to find them a home.
Exactly.
So you do need to have that list ready.
Yeah, it is really important to research that before any disaster strikes.
Well, and you're nervous, so you can't think of everything.
Exactly. So having it already listed out, you know, researching pet-friendly hotels in your area, family or friends that might be able to take your animals, and then also Foothills Animal Shelter is the evacuation site for Jefferson County. So if you live in Jefferson County and you're evacuated from your home, we can take your
Even
animals.
bigger animals, the horses.
The horses, they'll stay at Jefferson County Fairgrounds.
These dogs, whoever adopts these two are going to be so lucky.
Yeah.
Allergies are here for humans and also pets, and pets do get allergies.
They do, just like us. When spring comes and the air blossoms with all the flowers and everything, they can get seasonal allergies just like us. So, but one thing that is not like humans is that actually manifests usually in skin problems. So really itchy skin, if they have hair loss, if they're scratching a lot, sometimes you'll see them rub on the carpet or on their furniture a lot. That's an indication that they have some sort of allergic reaction to something in the air.
And then there are ear problems, which I never thought of, right? I mean, I clean my dog's ears, but allergy ear problems are really common. So what are the symptoms of that? What should we, what should we look for?
It's a lot of itching. So if they're scratching them, if they shake their heads a lot, all of that kind of stuff. And this is for cats and dogs. If you notice that, it's really important to just go to your veterinarian. They can look and sort of determine if there is any allergies and give you recommendations for
Is there a way to treat for that?
Yeah, so they can either do prescription medications, but if you don't want to do that, there's some at-home remedies that you can do. So bathing your animal a lot, that just gets the allergens off of their fur.
And you can do that with cats.
Yeah.
You
They might not like it.
Right.
Well,
I know we're talking about dogs. You're a cat lover.
You don't drench them because that's not nice, but you can wipe them with a wet paper towel, wipe off their little mittens. I have bad allergies, so I have to do that.
Yep. And that's important too, is keeping them clean, keeping your house clean, so making sure you're vacuuming a lot, cleaning up, you know, extra dander and hair. All of that is really important so they aren't traipsing it through the rest of your house.
Speaking of kitty cats, I love all pets. In about 30 seconds, your Working Whiskers program.
Yeah, so this is a cat-specific program that we have, and it is for cats that wouldn't do well in a home. So they're either a little bit feral or they
Barn
just
cat?
yeah, exactly, a barn cat. So we have a program where we'll place these cats with people who want a mouser, somebody who can live in their barn, that kind of stuff. And so it's really helped, you know, give these pets sort of a second chance and another place to go.
And Dipstick, my cat I adopted from Foothills, would love to go be a mouser. All right, well, Cindy, May, and Rusty, they are ready to go home with you. Now, remember, they have to be adopted together and put in the same home, and they are the sweetest. Visit Foothills Animal Shelter, located near the Jefferson County Fairgrounds. Here's the number, 720-407-5215, or with the click of a mouse, foothillsanimalshelter.org.